Hey guys! Today I'm super excited to share with you the first update in my Finish 7 by Spring project pan. If you missed the intro, I'll go ahead and link it down below, but so far this has been a really fun way to get back into project panning after basically a full year not doing any makeup project pans. I don't have any empties or new pans this time. I didn't expect to, but I have made some solid progress on a lot of these items. I was really curious to see how my progress would look in this first month back to panning, and I'm really happy with a lot of my progress. Some things are going a little slower than I kind of wanted, but at the same time, it's also really important to me to use my other products as well, not just my project pan stuff. So if certain things don't get used as much as I originally thought they would in my project pan, I'm really not going to sweat it. I have been tracking all of my uses in a spreadsheet, so I'll be able to share how many times I've used each item since my last update. I've been having so much fun tracking my usage, surprisingly. I was worried that it would start to feel like a chore, but so far, it's something I look forward to doing every day after I do my makeup. I go in, I put a tally next to every product that I used, and it's really satisfying. So I'm loving it. I actually don't see myself ever going back at this point. I know we're only like a month in to doing this, but I'm really enjoying it. One quick housekeeping thing, if you are keeping up with my No Pan Left Behind series, that update is most likely not going up for another couple of weeks because let's just say I bit off more than I could chew in this first round, so definitely going to be tweaking some things in the next round. I'm going to need a little bit longer to complete these palettes, so just wanted to say that if you're looking for that video, it's coming, but it's a little bit delayed. I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Ana Luisa. I've been working with Ana Luisa for years at this point. They're my go-to for my own everyday jewelry. They're also my go-to for jewelry gift giving for this upcoming Valentine's Day. Don't tell him, but I am going to buy Nathan some earrings from Ana Luisa because he recently got his ears pierced. And that's another thing I love about Ana Luisa is they have jewelry to suit just about anyone, I feel like. So many unique and fun styles. They come in gold and silver, and I want to share some things I have on today. And a couple of these things Nathan actually bought me as an early Valentine's gift because I mentioned eyeing some of them. I have a mix of things that Ana Luisa sent me, but also things that Nathan bought me. But I have been really into heart-shaped everything lately. The necklace I have on is the Lev Mini Station necklace. It's kind of similar to the Rowena necklace I have that has flowers on it, but this has these cute little like bubble hearts. And then I actually have two separate heart-shaped rings on. I've been on the hunt for a pinky ring for the longest time, and now I have two. As you can see, I don't usually wear them both at the same time. This thicker one, this is the Isla ring, and this one Ana Luisa sent. It's so smooth. I love the way it sits against my skin. I just think it's so cute. And then on this pinky, I have the Heart Signet ring, and this is actually from their solid gold line. This one Nathan bought for me, which I was so surprised. I was so excited, and it actually fits this pinky. Been loving those. I also have on their fidget ring, which has been a favorite for a while. Lastly, I have to show you my earrings. These are so cute. So these are the Esther earrings. I love the name Esther, by the way. These are the Esther gold earrings. These also come in silver. However, I have customized them with the red heart charm. So first of all, I love the asymmetrical earring look. One side is a bow and the other side is a long, like dangly piece with a pearl at the end. Usually it comes with a gold heart like this, but you can actually take these charms off. So I swapped that charm out for one of their red heart charms. And I am in love. I think that is the cutest thing. I love the asymmetrical look, especially now that my hair is short. I love the look of these earrings hanging down. I just think they're so cute, so dainty, so feminine. I just absolutely love them. And that's one thing I was really excited to see is that Ana Luisa has added a bunch of charms to their line. So a lot of their earrings you can switch out. There's just so many possibilities. If you already have other hoops, you can add charms onto them. I just think that is so much fun. I love the customization. Had to mention that, and all of these I think would make perfect Valentine's Day gifts if you're in the market for one. Now is a great time to check them out because they are doing up to 25% off site-wide. So I'm going to leave a link to that sale down below in the description box. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into these project pan updates. First up, we have the first primer that I want to work through this year, and this is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops, but it is the mini size, so shouldn't be too hard to use up. I had marked it up here last time, and I have had this standing upright for the last like 24 hours at least, and it's kind of slanted in there, so it's sort of hard to tell exactly. I've definitely made a decent dent though since last time. My intro and also so far in 2025, I have used this 8 times, which I would say is pretty good. I'm happy with that. I didn't necessarily have a goal to use these products a certain number of times. I'm thinking about setting a loose goal for this next month. I think I would probably set a loose goal to aim for 7 uses per product. Since it's finished 7 by spring, 7 products, I think it makes sense to just go with 7, and that's a nice kind of, I feel like it's enough of a challenge for some of these things, but it's also not impossible to reach. Actually, yeah, let's just go ahead and say for this next month, I want to aim for 7 uses on all of these products. So next up we have the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum, and I'm actually kind of surprised how little progress I made on this considering how many times I used it. I used it 16 times since my intro and also since the beginning of 2025. So I've used it 16 times. I marked it with nail polish, so my mark ended up, I guess, kind of thick, but it looks like it barely moved since then. And I'm just like, how? Because I used it so much. I even used it as foundation a few times. Several times I mixed these together to wear as foundation. Love that combination. That combination is more beautiful than any singular foundation I have in my collection. It is amazing. So I'm almost not wanting to do that too often because I know I'll use them up faster, but at the same time I feel like I should just enjoy that combination while I have it, and then I can always repurchase if I want to. So I don't know why I'm holding back from using these more. Well, I also just have so many other foundations that I'm testing and ones that I just want to use. So anyway, despite using it so much both as foundation and as concealer, I feel like I barely made a dent. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to mark it again with nail polish. I will. I'll figure out a way because I have to mark it somehow. But yeah, I always mark things like this with nail polish rather than a Sharpie because a Sharpie will rub off in like 2 days. Okay, next up, the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in Nude Kiss. Of course I didn't hit pan on this. I used it 6 times, which I know that's not that many uses. But where is the pan? I know I shouldn't be getting so impatient because we're so early on into this project, but I've also worked on this in past project pans. I've just worked on it casually. Like, look at the massive dip. It is so deep. Oh, and I forgot to say, but my goal is to hit pan on this Milani blush, not to finish it by spring. I want to be clear. Then the Uoma Contour stick I used 7 times, and I am going to be marking my progress on this little paper. I did make a decent little sliver of progress since last time. I, still have a little ways to go. That's all that's left. And then, of course, I will also dig out what is underneath once we get there. I have to say, I'm kind of ready to be done with this, but I also enjoy it. I'm wearing it today. It's a good contour stick. Then this is what I'm wearing on both my lips and my cheeks today. It's the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine in Happy. I only used this 5 times since the intro, and I made a teeny tiny sliver of progress, if you even want to call it that. Barely any. I'm actually surprised that in 5 uses I didn't really make a dent at all. That's disappointing. But again, it's only 5 uses, so I just need to use it a little bit more often. And I actually do think it will move pretty fast. I think I just need to use it more than 5 times in a month. But today I have this on my lips over the Kokie lip liner in Nude, and then on my cheeks as blush. And I'm actually impressed. I applied this to my cheeks 8.5 hours ago because I wore this look to work. I touched up with face powder like an hour ago, but I didn't touch up this blush at all. And granted, it's subtle, but it was also subtle when I applied it. Like, I don't feel like it's faded much, and it's very much still there. And I was really curious to see how long this would last on the cheeks, just because it's not necessarily the most long-lasting lip product, but I don't know, the color has stayed on my cheeks pretty well. I'm really happy with the progress on my Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Gloss in Juicy Watermelon. I used this 9 times since my intro. It's also kind of not sitting in like a straight line, but I did make like a pretty good chunk of progress there. You can see this is a very fast moving gloss. I made it all the way to here where this mark is without it ever being in a project pan, without ever setting any sort of goals to finish it. This actually matches my sweater. I should have worn this on my lips today. I love this gloss. I have several other shades in my collection as well, but I'm just really enjoying using this. I do think I could probably have this finished by my next update at the beginning of March, And then I will do my finale at the end of March. So can I finish this by my next update? That would be great. I would love to have at least like 2 or 3 of my goals met by my next update. That might be difficult to do, but I want to try. I think I could probably do it. And the last thing in my 7 by Spring project is this cute mint eyeshadow from ColourPop. This is the shade La Playa. I'm wearing this on my inner corner today, but again, it's been on for like 8.5 hours at this point, so, you know, it may have faded just a touch, but I don't know, I feel like you can still see it. I only used this 3 times since my intro. I was definitely hoping to use it more than that. So not a ton of progress. Maybe the dip is a little bit bigger. I guess we'll see in the close-ups. My goal is to hit pan on this. I definitely think I can do that for sure. I would say probably by my next update. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, but I mean, the dip is already pretty deep, and I do have to really layer this up quite a bit because it's not the most pigmented eyeshadow ever. So that's where we are on my 7 by Spring. How are your project pans going? If you're doing them, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, stay tuned for my No Pan Left Behind update. I'm gonna guess that's probably gonna come in mid-February when I've had a chance to complete all the palettes in this round, but I am still not quite there yet. It's been really fun though. I'm really enjoying it. It's just, I think I picked a few too many palettes for my first go round. Thanks again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out their current sale that's going on for Valentine's Day. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons and channel members for supporting my channel, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. I will talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye!